Hi there fans, seeing as this is the last episode of Bees TV in our first season here, we thought we'd just take a little bit of time out to thank you all for your incredible support this season alongside our partners at TSI World. We've had outstanding viewing figures this campaign with over 100,000 of you watching across all the social media channels, blowing our expectations and really helping to build the buzzword that is the bees at the moment here in Bracknell. So sit back, relax, enjoy your summer. We'll be back next season with plenty more highlights, plenty more goals and hopefully a little bit of silverware right here on Bees TV, brought to you by TSI World. And what better way to end year one on Bees TV than with playoff final action as the Berkshire Cycles Bracknell Bees welcomed already double winners Peterborough Phantoms to the Hyde. Most of you know the result already, but let's bring you the action, and the Phantoms took the early lead in bizarre fashion for the hosts, or superb play if you're the opposition. James Ferrara getting the final touch many wouldn't have seen, but all year long our TSI World replay has brought you every piece of the action, this one straight off the chest for the opener. The Bees had come out to play though, with Vanya Antonov making a nuisance of himself behind the net, but his turnover and backhander was well dealt with by Jordan Marr. And later on, after a quick bit of thinking on the penalty kill, he'd be set 3 thanks to a long ice pass from Joe Baird. The saddest sound for the home fans, Antonov's shot cannoning off the crossbar. The TSI World replay showing just how close that one came to finding the twine. It's a game of inches though, as on the next shift the Phantoms came at speed through the Bees' defence, with Glenn Billing getting the final touch on the play. Now keep your eyes on referee Belfitt here, the arm being raised, signifying another penalty on the Bees. Now some confusion as well, as fans couldn't understand why the penalty was reset to 2 minutes. We haven't done one of these in a while, but it's educating Bracknell time. Thumbing through my book to Section 9, Rule 114, subsection VIII, and putting on the serious voice. If the team being penalised is already short-handed and its opponent scores a goal during a delayed penalty call, the earlier minor penalty being served is automatically terminated, and all new penalties being signalled will be assessed. So the Bees back on the penalty kill, which became a 5-on-3 opportunity, which the Phantoms took full advantage of. Petr Stepaniak's shot tipped in by Martin Susters for the third goal of the opening period for the visitors. Into the second, and the Berkshire Cycles Bracknell Bees came out determined to get back into the game, with bodies flying everywhere, but still the Phantoms' defence was holding firm. And when luck isn't on your side, it really isn't on your side. Edward Nagg's drive from the blue line the next to ping the pipes. Those blinking inches again not falling in the host's favour. Phantoms were continuing to put the pressure on at the other end in an extremely open game. Aleš Padalek dancing in around the D, but Dean Skins was on hand to shut the door. But another time getting in behind the defensive lines would prove the undoing, as the Phantoms got in deep before setting up Nathan Pollard to rifle the shot home. Bees needing to call a timeout to try and regroup. What followed I don't think exactly was what Doug Shepherd tried to draw up on the board, because this is only can be described as a training ice horror show. Padalek getting the final touch on this one. The Phantoms feeling 5 alive. Still a long way to play in this one, and when Stuart Mogg stepped in from off the blue line on the power play, a candle looked to have been lit under the hosts. A fine finish worth seeing again on our TSI World replay. But before the Bees could get another one, the Phantoms would restore their advantage. A great tip on the play from Stepaniak proving the difference. A lot of stick skill involved here. It could have been easy for the host to roll over here, but certain members of the crowd began to get a little misty-eyed about the old Heineken League days with the number of goals in this period. Quick thinking from Roman Malanik bringing another one back. We'll need the TSI World replay to see just how this one snuck in. And before the third, let's pass you over to me at the rink and that jazzy shirt again.
Hi fans, hope you've enjoyed the first season here on Bees TV. We've been bringing you all the highlights here from the Hive throughout the year alongside our great partners at TSI World. And what we really want from you guys now is to take part in the goal of the season competition. We're going to do it a little bit different here. We're going to have 4 choices from all the goals of the home games this season. One's going to be selected by Doug Shepherd, one's going to be selected by the players, another one's going to be selected by me and Adrian because after all, we know best. But we also want one of your fan suggestions. So please, watch through all the games from this season, and when you remember that stunning goal that took place here at the Hive, tweet in at @TVBees with your suggestion, and who knows, it might be the one chosen to go up in a Final Four showdown at the end of the season. Happy watching.
Thanks Partridge, back to the action, and this one probably won't make the goal of the season competition, but could have been vital on the night nevertheless. A tip from Josh Martin through the 5-hole doing the damage here. 6-3 on the night. The Bees continue to put the pressure on, Martin coming ever so close but just losing the handle on this opportunity. The Phantoms happy to try and soak up the pressure around the net with plenty of bodies coming to mar, drawing the attention of the visitors. They would soon be in 7th heaven though. The big drive from Pollard dealt with, but the rebound falling to the on-rushing Padalek. We haven't mentioned the underlying tension in this game, but it threatened to explode near the end after Stepaniak and Spearing once again came together. Words continued in the penalty box afterwards too, with Spearing collecting a misconduct penalty. Power play to the Phantoms, with Sisters the next to rush in. Skins though holding firm on this occasion. No goals on that power play opportunity, but in the dying moments, a potential glimmer of light for the Bees, as Roman Malanik pulled the trigger to find the back of the net. Sadly, it wasn't to be though, the Phantoms claiming a 6-4 victory on home ice the following night to claim the Southern title. But it's all to play for in Coventry this coming weekend at the Final Four for the Berkshire Cycles Bracknell Bees.